Hey guys. So as you can see from the title, today we're going to talk about not having children. This is mostly for the ladies. I'm speaking to the ladies. Listen, I am a single mother. I only have one. She is a senior in high school. There are so many things that were not said to me that you almost want to get mad at certain people in your life. Like, why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you tell me what this might actually be like? I once said to my aunt, I said, why didn't you tell me how this was going to be? And she's like, well, if people told people, they probably would never have children. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's what I'm saying. That's the point here. Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and give you no whole disclaimer. My child knows she's loved. Don't get on here talking about, oh, but aren't you happy, blah, blah, blah. We're not doing that. We're here to talk about you not having children. Why you should stop having them or why you shouldn't have them at all if you are thinking of it. If you are not married, if you are just in some relationship and you're like, oh, I'm in love and he wants a baby with me. Listen, there's a lot that you need to think about before you jump over that bridge. Because let's think about it. Is he mentally and emotionally stable? Is his family mentally and emotionally stable? Are you about to have issues with the mom, the sister, the family? Is there about to be problems? Is there some genetic issues that could be passed down to your child? Are you prepared for the idea that you might have to have your child in your home for the rest of your life? That is a possibility. There could be a disability where they can't be with anyone but you unless you can afford to have someone else take care of them. Are you prepared financially? One thing I would like for people women to ask themselves is, ultimately, can you do this by yourself? Because at the end of the day, people break up. People get divorced. People die. People change their mind. People change their mind. And a lot of times a man can change his mind and leave the situation. Women, if we leave the situation, we're dogged out and talked about. If we want to be weekend mom, we're talked about. But do what you got to do. Don't let the world tell you what to do in regards to that. But I just want people to seriously sit and think before you have to. Look at the state of the world right now. Look at the state of the world right now. Do you want to bring a baby into that? Even if you are with someone, how secure do you feel that situation is? And I will tell you this. Do not think, oh, we're going to have a baby and our relationship will get better. Please don't think that. I have yet to hear of a situation where it made the relationship better. I'm not saying it's going to completely ruin your relationship, but I've never heard that it made it just so much better, because there's so much that comes with raising a child. I could write a book, a list, on and on and on of what comes with raising a child. It's never ending. You're always a parent. My daughter's 18 and she's about to go to college, but I'm always going to be a parent. She's always going to come to me when she needs help. I'm the first person she's looking to. I'm the only person she has as far as parents go. I feel like the world is delusional. They paint this picture to people, and unfortunately, a lot of us, we eat it up and we believe it. And no one is seriously talking about what comes with having a child and the fact that you very well could end up doing this alone. And then when you're doing it alone, they're also going to come for you then, because they expect you to work for 40 hours a week, have someone good to take care of your child, clothe, feed, take trips, do all these things. And that's just not reality. There are plenty of times throughout my being a single parent that I felt like a failure because there was so much more that I wanted to give her. But I also had to sit back and give myself grace, because I was like, you're the only one here. You're the only one doing this. It's hard to be all of the things, to be the counselor, the chauffeur, the doctor, the nurse, the chef, to just be all of these things to your child. It's hard. And on top of that, whatever you're dealing with in life, mentally, physically, whatever, you have to deal with that too. Some years back, I broke my ankle, and I was out of commission for a good 3 months. Like, I had to have physical therapy, all of it. And I remember my daughter being like, Mom, why are you so distraught about this? Why are you so upset? And I said, you don't understand. I'm the only person bringing in money in this house. Like, everything is depending on me. And I broke my ankle, and there's nothing I can do about that. And things like that, that you have to be prepared for, that something could happen. And do you have help? Let me just tell you, if you got family and friends out here talking about, oh, I'll babysit, I'll keep them, it's not happening. I hate to burst your bubble. Now, there are people who have plenty of help, and sometimes there's people who are willing to help that you don't even want to keep your child. But the reality is, people are living their lives, and you're not going to have a million babysitters. You're just not. Unless you got a stay-at-home mom who's about to be grandma, who's able to keep the child while you work. And that's rare nowadays that you have that. I have these discussions with my daughter all the time, because I don't want her to ever struggle like I've had to struggle. There has been too many nights of tears, too many times of me wanting to, well, I won't say too many times, but there has been times where I no longer wanted to be here on earth. It is a hard life to raise a child by yourself. It is not easy. And I hate that people act like, oh, well, it's a blessing and it'll all work out. It'll work itself out. No, it won't. Yes, we're still here. We're living life. We're still breathing. But it was not easy. It was a 18-year struggle. We are just now like getting above water where I don't feel like I'm drowning. And she's about to go to college. So it took me 18 years to get to that point. And I'm not saying everyone's road is going to be the same. I'm not saying your journey is going to be the same as my journey. But it's going to be hard if you end up having to do it by yourself. It's going to be hard. And you have to think to yourself, if I end up doing this by myself, no matter how much you love Jack, Peter, Paul, whoever, if you end up doing this by yourself, can you afford where you live? Can you afford your car note and car insurance? Can you feed your child? Can they go to camp in the summer when there's no school and you have nowhere for them to go? Camp is expensive. Can you afford all the snacks and the special sports? Do you know how much it costs for sports? My daughter tried out, didn't make the team, but tried out. And that was like $300. I'm sorry, I can't get my money back. She tried out. She didn't make it and I can't get the money back. She's okay with me talking about that. We're over it. But, and this was some years back, but things like that. Like, are you prepared for how much it's going to cost you? Financially, emotionally, mentally, are you prepared? And I just wanted to put this message out there because I feel like there is this delusion that's put out there and people are just so like, oh, I'm in love and he wants a baby. I don't care what he wants. What do you want and what can you handle and what can you afford? Because at the end of the day, if this doesn't work out for whatever reason, can you do this by yourself? All right, that's my message for today. That's all I had to say about that. I hope you guys are doing well out there. It's a lot going on right now in the world, I know. Yeah, that's another reason, like I said, to not have a baby. But hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.